Hey guys, so it is night 2 of Newbie Bootcamp, and if you were here last night, that's amazing. If you weren't here, that's okay too. We're going to cover some different stuff tonight, but I am recording this, so this will be something we can access later. There will be things that I might refer back to from last night and new things that I'm going to cover tonight. But my goal is for you to come away with getting some work done, learning new things. If you have questions while we're going through different things, please put them in the chat. That way I can make sure as I'm going through topics that I'm making sure that I'm covering any questions that you guys might have. It may already be something that I'm planning to cover tonight and tomorrow night, and it may not be something that's completely on my radar. So be sure to ask your questions in the chat as we're going through. So really quick, this is kind of like a housekeeping thing tonight. Organization. Brienne touched on this last night, and she mentioned how important organization is. And so I just wanted to circle back to that and suggest a planner or a method of organization of some kind. So when I first started the business, I honestly just used a notebook to keep track of, people that were interested in products, people that were interested in the business. We weren't really doing host to post then per se. The notebook worked okay for me for a while, but it really became like this book of names, right? And so the reason that we really talk a lot about planners is that, and my planner is most of the time on my nightstand because at night I write down people's names and mark things off and make a list for the next day. But I keep track of who's host to posting for me each day in my planner. I keep track of my to-do list, both in business and in life. Like if there's something I have to do that day or I want to do that day that has nothing to do with business, that's also going, I have a couple of columns. I have a to-do list column, I have a host to post column, and then I have a potential lead column. So like anyone who I've talked to that day that's been interested in product or the business, I'm writing their names down. And so I like it because I can refer back to it and see, okay, I talked to this person on such date. I could turn back today to a week ago and see who I was talking to about the business, about products, and follow up with them. Okay. So if you are a notebook person and you feel like you can stay organized in a notebook, do that. If you are a planner person and you like planners, paper planners, do that. Some people are very tech savvy and they would much prefer to have like a planner or some type of method to organize their thoughts and their leads on like an iPad per se. They sell like planners for cheap, I think like $5 or whatever on Etsy that you can upload into apps like GoodNotes. So whatever works for you, everybody learns and remembers in different ways. But the most important thing that I feel like I forget to mention a lot of times is organization. And I think so often we have people get started and they're running towards their goal and they don't have a method to the madness and they get kind of lost in all of the leads and all of the people that they're talking to, right? And I feel like a lot of people who start their business and they just start off running a week or two into it, they're like, Kelly, how do you keep on top of all of your leads and stuff? And I'm like, oh, my planner. Like my planner is life. Okay. So I write down, when somebody's interested in signing up on a particular product. Like, so anyone that tells me, oh, I get paid this Friday, I want to order this Friday, I put them in the planner for that day. Okay. So planner, notebook, find a method that works well for you to stay organized. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about really quick before we revisit host to post from last night and kind of expand on that is the importance of posting. So now in 2020, more than ever, social media is your storefront. Social media is where you work this business predominantly because depending on where you live and what's going on, it's not like you're probably going out in public a whole heck of a lot unless you go to like a full-time job every day, right? A lot of us are doing a lot less than we normally would due to social distancing, etc. So that being said, social media is our storefront. Now, I will tell you, before 2020, Brianna and I used social media as our storefront. Social media was where we did 98.5% of our business, okay? The majority of our business was done on social media. So I think a lot of people, I was actually talking to someone on my team today who's fairly new about this. And she was like, I'm just not used to posting very often on social media. And I understand that that may be a concern to a lot of people. I was the same way when I started. I didn't post on a regular basis. The thought of posting every day made me kind of uncomfortable, made me feel like, oh my gosh, people are going to be like, why is she posting all the time? What did she do? Why is she doing this? You guys, nobody's opinion is going to pay your bills. So I want you to check all of the opinions of others at the door and recognize that anyone who says anything about what you're doing in a negative way is literally just jealous because they would never do anything outside of the box. They would never step out of their comfort zone to do something different. And that's what we all did, right? That's what I did when I started. I was doing something completely out of my comfort zone by starting a social media based business as a nurse. That was not something that was a part of my life plan or my 5-year plan or my 10-year plan, okay? Wasn't a part of the plan. So posting on social media, that tells everyone it's your storefront. It tells them you're open for business. If I'm not posting, it's Sunday. And Sundays, I don't work, okay? Like I take my Sabbath, I don't work on Sundays. So nobody expects to see me posting on Sundays because that's my day of rest. Every other day of the week, I'm posting. I'm posting about a product or I'm posting about the business opportunity. And I'm also posting something that is more, lifestyle. So for example, today, if you go to my page today on Facebook, this morning I posted, about how I'm getting up at 5 a.m. and how important it is to do something for yourself. And I mentioned our peppermint coffee and how it gives me life after my workout. I mentioned it, right? But really my post was about lifestyle and I challenged everyone to do something for themselves every day this week, right? So that's more of a lifestyle adding value type thing. Then tonight I just posted about the business. Okay. I just made a post about the business and how people can start their business for $39 right now in the month of November. So those are 2 types of posts that I put up today to show people like, hey, I'm open for business, right? So now that I've told you those are 2 types of posts, then there's product posts, okay? But now I want to take you into an app called Telegram. Brian, I'm hoping maybe you could, I'm going to share my screen, but I'm hoping maybe you could share, do you have the links to the Telegram groups?
I don't, but if you want to send it to me, wait, send it to somebody who's here on their phone. Hold on. Who's here on their phone?
I'm going to, hold on. Just message Leah and see if she can send it really quick so I can pull this up and then we can go from there. But okay, share screen. Some of you may already be in some of these groups, but I want to show you what this app looks like.
If you send it to me, do you have one?
I don't have it easily.
Okay.
It's not like
I'll look.
Something I can click on.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can see I'm in multiple groups in Telegram, but I'm going to click on the Mountain Movers one. So this is one that we put together. Once you get a link to Telegram, any link to Telegram, it's going to prompt you to download the app. It's a free app. It's similar to Messenger, but it has some more options. So we can make it to where certain people, most people cannot post in the group. But the goal of the Mountain Movers group, for example, is story ideas. So I mentioned posting on your social media, Facebook, Instagram. We're not going to get into TikTok too much tonight or tomorrow, but TikTok is another avenue that a lot of us use. But these are really mostly story ideas. So you can see like the video, you can click on these slides, right? And then you can download them to your phone and you can post them to your stories. Lots of examples of different things. Okay, you get the idea. So then there is a selling samples group that we have that talks about selling samples. I'm in a group for story examples, which I just showed you story examples. I'm also in a group for posts. And this, you can see how many people in the company are using this, but it has just tons and tons of post ideas, okay? Constantly being added to. So some of these you can see were from like Halloween, but if you scroll down, there's always new posts. I can scroll all the way to the bottom. So
okay, I shared it in the chat, guys.
You shared it in the chat. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Telegram, bottom line, great place for post ideas, story ideas. Now, I don't want you to think that because I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to show them in Telegram. I don't think so. I don't want you to think that because we have all of these post ideas that you can't venture out and write your own posts. I encourage you to venture out and write your own posts. As you are venturing out and writing your own posts, if you have a question or if you're like, I just want someone to proofread this. I used to do that to my enroller all the time when I first started. Have someone proofread it. Okay. Have someone look it over. The big thing with making posts is you want to give people, Dean Graziosi talks about this, but you want like your first line to be something that's going to catch people's attention. And then there's like the body of your post. And then there's the call to action, right? If you're wanting them to do something, if you're wanting them to comment a coffee emoji, if they want a sample, or if you're wanting them to text you the word money, if they're ready to make money, or if you're wanting them to, drop a number or whatever it might be in the comments, you have to tell them that, right? People are not, posting is showing people you're open for business. People are not going to just come out of the woodwork and tell you, hey, I want this coffee you keep talking about, or hey, I want to do this business. That doesn't always happen. Does it happen sometimes? Sure. And that's amazing. But it doesn't always happen, especially when you're brand new. People are watching. People are watching from afar. They're not going to say much, but they're watching from afar and they're watching everything that you do. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're posting every day to show others, I'm open for business. I'm excited about what I'm doing, and I'm showing you what I'm doing. Last thing I'm going to say about posting is that you want to keep your page balanced. You want it to show who you are and that you're working this business. Okay. Be proud of your business, swim in the Kool-Aid, drink it and swim in it, but don't let it take over your page. Okay. 1 to 3 posts a day I would say 2 to 3 posts a day is ideal. Okay. One being lifestyle, something about you, another being product or business related. Okay. Start with that goal, build from there. It is not necessary to post 6 times a day. Okay. And if you're clicking that share button on things that you like, I want you to stop doing that. Okay. Immediately. Because sharing, all it does is clog your algorithm. Okay. And I know it sounds silly and you're like, algorithm, what's that? Facebook, all social media has algorithms. And so when you're clicking share, you're just sharing someone else's content. And Facebook sees that and they say, oh, they're not producing original content. Their content is therefore going to go to the bottom of people's news feeds. We want people to see your posts. So when you type up your posts, when you are posting your own content on your page, that is what's going to bring more people to your page. And your success in your business is not measured by likes or hearts or comments. Okay. When I started, I had crickets on all of my posts. I still, some days, the majority of people commenting on my posts are people that are in at works trying to boost posts, right? So don't feel like because people aren't commenting or aren't liking or aren't hearting your stuff, that doesn't mean they're not seeing it. Okay. The most important part is original content. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that? The only other thing that I wanted to share about posting is there is a group on Facebook called First 30 Days Posts. And April Lizett created the group. If you're not in that group, we can get you added to that as well. It literally is called First 30 Day Posts, and it just has posts in this group that say like day 1, day 2, and in the comments, there's a post idea. So lots of post ideas, you guys. Lots of post ideas. All right. So now let's go back to last night, revisiting hosted posts. So those of you that were on last night, Brian, do you want to jump in on this part?
I do. Okay. So for those of you guys that were here last night, what we did was we gave you a giveaway post. Okay. And our team does a team giveaway every single month. Sometimes we do more than one a month. Right now we are giving away $500. We come together, we do a collection. You guys are automatically, if you are new in the month of November or December, you're automatically included in that. We're not going to do another collection till like January, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you were here yesterday, we gave you a giveaway post. If you were not here yesterday, go to my wall or Kelly's wall and grab a giveaway post, just one that we've already shared in the last few days. I've done a couple. don't know if you guys can hear my barking dogs. But I've done a couple. Just grab one of those and copy and paste it and throw one up on your wall. Because what we want to do now is we want to message the people that commented on your giveaway post. Now, if you did a giveaway post and you're like, Brianne, I have 4,000 friends and I did a giveaway post and I didn't get any comments at all. Okay. I want to ask you a couple questions. Did you share something afterwards? Okay. Did you share something from someone else's page? That is always going to squash any of your posts. And the other question I want to ask you is, how often do you interact with your people on Facebook? Okay. If you want interaction from other people, it is important that you interact with a purpose. I know that it gets to be, you can fall down a rabbit hole of scrolling sometimes. And so anytime that I set out to interact, I'll say, okay, I'm going to go interact with the last 10 people that I became friends with. Or I'll say, I'm going to go interact with, I'm going to go interact with 25 of my friends, or I'm going to go act with, there's actually a way that you can go through and look at your most recent, the people who have posted the most recently. Go interact with those people and just find something thoughtful to say. It doesn't have to be like, oh my gosh, I remember this from when we were in the 5th grade and then we did this and that. Like, no, just go and get on there. And even if it's somebody who shares a lot of things, we really want to be connecting with people who are sharing personal things. But even if it's like, okay, I know that this person is my potential. They said they wanted to order a cleanse. I want to go comment on their stuff. All they do is share stuff. I'll go and I'll find, like, maybe they posted a recipe and I'll say, like, okay, cool. Hey, have you tried this recipe out yet? This looks great. Oh, hey, have you taken your kids here yet? Oh my gosh. Like, find something that you can say on someone's post. You can do it. I believe in you. Go in, don't scroll all day long, but find something that you can interact with. Okay. Minimally interact. But it is super important, if you're not seeing any interaction on your posts, for you to go out in the Facebook world and comment on other people's posts. The reason Facebook isn't showing anybody your stuff is because they don't think that you're friends with them. All right. So you need to prove them wrong. So even if you're like, okay, you know what I used to do? I used to make a hit list, is what we called it, a hit list. And I would write down 10 names and I would comment on their stuff all week long. Because they were my potentials. I would go through my calendar. I'd say, who's on my list for the week? We should bring that back, Kelly. I can't believe we got away from that hit list.
Oh yeah.
We used to do that all the time. But I would look through my calendar and I'd say, these are the people that are on my calendar for last week. These are the calendar that are on for this week. These are the people that I have been working on for months and months. And I would make a list of people and I would make sure that I interacted with those people for 6 days out of that week. So that's just an idea if you guys have some people that are on your mind. But if they're on my calendar, I am absolutely interacting on their social media. You want to stay in their minds. Okay. I got kind of off. I was talking about host to post, but back to that. So we want to go through, and if you put up your giveaway post, we want to go through and we want to comment or we want to message those people now, because what we're going to do is we're going to ask them to do a post for you. So Kelly just sent you the message that you are going to send to everyone who commented on your post. So did you ask them if they wanted apple or pumpkin pie? Did you ask them what time it was? Those are some successful ones that I've had. What the battery percentage is. Guys, people don't care. People don't care what you ask them. Right now I've got people on my wall debating over real or fake trees. Like, it's people just love to give their opinion. I literally said on my post, anyone with an opinion, I will enter into our $500 giveaway. I don't care. So then I'm going to go through and I'm going to send each and every one of them this message that Kelly just dropped in the chat. So if you're seeing it, I want you to copy it and I want you to save it. Okay. And then we're going to give them a post to put up on their wall. Okay. Because then guess what? You are going to work in their network. So then you're like, hey, oh my gosh, thanks for being my friend. Now you have 3,000 friends that I get to put myself in front of now. Okay. So Kelly is giving you are you going to give them the yes? This, guys, listen. Is everybody listening? We've been using this post for 1 week. It is amazing. It is amazing. Don't tell anyone that's not on our team. This post is so incredible. Like, I have been signing like 2 customers a day with it. I literally have sent out, I actually just sat here and I totaled them all up because I haven't signed any customers yet today, but I sent out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I sent out 6 shopping cart links today just from sending out this host a post. And people are like, yeah, I want to do it. Okay, cool. Either they're going to order today when they get off work. I've got some that are going to order on Friday when they get paid. Like, this post works. Okay. So do some kind of variation for your personal wall and do some kind of like, do this as a host a post. Trust me, if you don't understand what we are talking about with host a post, ask questions now. We will answer them. Okay. Angie said she signed 2 customers today from it. She signed 2 customers today before like I woke up this morning, I think. Like that was literally like my eyes open to a message from her telling me she'd signed 2 customers today. Okay, and Savannah, it says, what if you haven't gotten any loyal customers at all? Then this is what you need to do. Okay, I am telling you guys, if you don't feel like you're getting interaction on your posts, incorporate some personal posts and go interact with people on Facebook. Okay, your interaction will build. Your interaction will build even more as you are adding new people to your social media through doing host a post. That's the whole reason that I do this. I go out there and I send out that post and then I'll get 5 people that comment sometimes. I'm not going to say it's every single time, but this post has been going really, really well for us. So I'll get 5 people that comment and then guess what? I have 5 new friends on my Facebook. And then guess what? They're warm leads. Right now, if you are just starting off brand new, fresh as a daisy, all of your leads are cold currently. You don't know what they want, okay? I have been building my business for a while on social media, and I add people that I know are interested. I add people to my social media that I know like giveaways, like making money, or want to lose weight. I've designed it that way. And you guys are consider your social media a fresh canvas right now. You get to go out and you get to design it however you want to. Do you want to build a huge team of distributors? Then start doing a lot of distributor host a posts. Do you want to have a lot of people on your social media that want to become customers? You can do that too. Okay, guys, this literally gets to be whatever you want to make it into. Okay. All right, Kelly, I got off on a tangent, but what else do we have to cover tonight? Or can I keep track of this?
Revisiting host posts. So I wanted to make sure there weren't any questions.
Should we make everything public to target more people? Mine is public. I know a lot. Sometimes you might have things that you want to keep as just friends, like if it's family and such, and I'm okay with that. But if it is a product post or an opportunity post, make it public. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely.
Another thing in that relation is giveaway posts. My posts are all public, but I have a lot of people who like share them. And then I have random people come to my wall and comment on my giveaway posts that I then have to friend because I'm not friends with them and they put up a post for me. So I would make your giveaway posts public as well if you are differentiating from post to post. Okay. So if you have any other questions about host to post, ask those in the chat. The last thing I wanted to give you guys was a message to send to literally anyone and everyone that you know personally, that cares about you, that loves you. I'm talking family, friends, cousins, aunts, literally when I first started my business, we weren't doing host to post, okay? And I was sending messages like this, and you can certainly make it different for you. Change the emojis, all that good stuff. But basically me telling them I started a new business. I'm excited. I'm working towards my first goal. Would you support me? You get a super discount just for helping me out. So that's the message that I have all of my newbies send out to family, friends. You could really tweak it and use it for anyone on your friends list, in my opinion. So I recommend sending this out. This is a great message to send to people who maybe they, maybe they put up a host. Actually, I take that back. Anyone on your friends list, I feel like you can send this to. But then if somebody puts up a hosted post for you, I want to go back to this really quick before I forget, because I feel like this is a really good message to have in your arsenal. Sorry, Brian. Anyone that makes a post for me, I send them this exact message. So as soon as they put up the post, I know what's up. I'm sending them this message saying thank you, and then offering them what we have, right? I'm offering them product. I'm offering them the business opportunity. I get a lot of customers from this message. I get a lot of potential distributors from this message, okay? So this is a message that you can save to your notes. I highly, highly, highly recommend it, okay? Then let's go back to messaging about the product. We do so much host to post that most of the time, like Brianne and I don't feel like we need to message about just being a customer, plain and simple, right? Because we are getting so many leads from host to post. But we know when you're first getting started and you're getting your feet wet with host to post and your goal is 5 host to posts a day, you may not have leads every day. And so if you don't have leads every day from host to post, in my opinion, you have 2 options. 1 is message people about the product, or 2, get up more host to post, okay? Because we said last night, your goal is 5 host to posts a day. You get up those 5, then you start moving towards getting up 7 and then 10, okay? I was talking to someone who's new on our team today, and she was like, sometimes she's like, I just get so excited. And she's like, sometimes it's frustrating when people like don't answer me right away and or they like don't get back to me and they don't put up the post right away. And it's like, okay, I get it, right? It's okay to be so excited and want people to do all of the things for you, but sometimes people aren't going to move as fast as we are, or they're not on their phones at the same time, that sort of a thing. So know that sometimes you're going to send tons of messages for host to post and not get as many up as you wanted to in that moment. And it might be something you have to revisit later in the day. Okay. That message that I sent earlier for you to send to anyone who comments on your giveaway post, you can just straight up send that message. I'm going to send it again. You can pretty much send that message to anyone and just tell them about the giveaway, right? I'm excited to tell you about our giveaway this month. We're giving away $500 for one winner. Who doesn't want to win $500? I don't know anyone that doesn't want to win $500, right? So that's a message you can send to anyone about host to post, whether they've commented on a giveaway post or not. Does anyone have any questions about this, what we've covered tonight? Because we're going to transition to content planning, which I would encourage you all to stay on for, because I think you'll find it very helpful and interesting. And we do this call every Monday night. Haley, hold on. Somebody asked. Okay, somebody asked what a host to post is. So if you weren't on last night, host to post is when someone puts up a post for you on their wall and you give them the post. So for example, I gave a weight loss host to post. It's essentially them hosting a post for you on their wall. That's why we call it host to post, or HAP. You'll see a lot of people refer to it as HAP. Okay, it's like a referral system because you're then tapping into someone else's network where people are potentially interested in losing weight or growing out their hair or tightening, toning, and firming their skin, clearer skin. I mean, there's host posts about everything literally, but lots of different options, and you're tapping into someone else's why can't I think? Friends list, network, and growing your network in that way as well. Brianne, any closing thoughts? Are you muted? Hold on.
Yep, I was. My closing thought is that we are getting ready to start our next call, and every Monday night at 8:30 Central, we get together and we discuss any promotions for the week, and we plan out any content based on new promotions. So I am so glad that you guys took another 30 minutes out of your life to spend with us and to go over a few things. The next 30 minutes is going to actually be really, really helpful for you guys. So if you want to stick around, we would love to have you here. And we are going to get that started now. If you guys would like to go ahead and start messaging people and telling them that content planning is getting ready to start. Okay, first of all, I need to tell you guys, my kid just came in here bawling hysterically. She has a loose tooth, and it's like one of her big ones in the back. And all of a sudden I'm having this really nervous feeling that like she's pulling out one of her real teeth and that I should be a good mom and like go investigate this. But I mean, obviously it's a baby tooth because that's what happens at 9. Anyways, I told her to leave it alone. It's like she just barely noticed it was wiggly today, and she's literally been trying to yank it out of her face, and now she's bawling because it hurts. And I'm like, yeah, I told you that was going to happen. So anyways, of course, this is new information for her that she's hearing for the first time. She had no idea it was going to hurt. And I'm like, yeah, that's a big tooth. Just leave it alone. Okay. How would you ask someone to do a host a post is what Stephanie asked. We have a good message that floats around. Kelly, do you have that message?
For which, tell me which message.
How would you ask someone to do a host a post? Like if you were cold messaging someone, not on a giveaway post.
I use my same message that I just posted. That's like, hey, I'm excited to tell you about our giveaway. I make it that way so that it's kind of generic. You could take the sentence out about, actually, hold on. I have a couple of ones that are good for newbies. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, that baby has Christmas lights. That'd keep her entertained all day. That'd keep me entertained all day. A baby with Christmas lights. Okay. I'm going to pull up the new announcements because we're going to go over those because I don't know if you guys were on the thing last night, but I feel like it is worth a recap. Bear with me for just a minute while I find it. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready. So first of all, tonight, what I would like to center the next few days around is getting in contact with your existing customers. Kelly is going to share a message here in a little bit that she sent out to her. You didn't already share it, did you?
No.
Oh, no, that was Megan. Okay. She's going to post the message that she sent out to her existing customers in her Connect app today. Send it in Connect if you want to. Send it through Messenger if you know who they are. If you don't feel like you have a boatload of customers and you feel more comfortable messaging them through Facebook Messenger, then go right ahead and do that. But what we want to do is start connecting with everybody and letting them know about our promotions. Here's the thing. Existing customers, especially customers that have ordered in the last month or two, are very, very, very eager and very excited about getting their results. I get the best add-on